autonomous Chinese prefecture Xishuangbanna is located in the tropical southwest of China, close to the borders of Myanmar and Laos. Xishuangbanna means 12,000 rice fields, and that's what it's been for hundreds of years. But the landscape is also known for its pristine rainforest. It is part of the Indo-Burman hotspot of biodiversity. The huge variety of species provides a number of important ecosystem services, such as the pollination of fruit crops or biological control of rice pests. Human life in this region is dependent on the rainforest in many ways. But now it is under threat. More and more trees are slashed in favor of rubber plantations. 20% of the arable land is already covered with rubber trees. Rubber production is rapidly becoming more and more important. Already today, China needs a third of the world's total rubber production, and demand is increasing fast. For the farmers, this makes the step from rice to rubber an easy one.
They get high prices for it, and for this, many of them shift to the cultivation of rubber instead of their traditional agriculture. That means in their fields, they only grow rubber and nothing else.
In other words, a monoculture. Professor Konrad Martin is working at the University of Hohenheim in Stuttgart as a specialist in agroecology in the tropics and subtropics. He is a member of the SURUMER project, which means sustainable rubber cultivation in the Mekong region. Rubber monoculture leads to a number of problems. First, the application of pesticides and insecticides is inevitable. The use of agrochemicals can cause severe damage to the environment and even to people's health.
You also have contamination of water by these agrochemicals. And this is also a problem which you are facing, for example, for fish and fish production.
Another problem after clearing the rainforest is that the soil often remains unprotected.
This is very sensitive to erosion because in this region, in tropics, you have high rainfall, which then wash down large parts of the cover soil.
The effect, seasonal floodings, which threaten villages and rice fields. To control erosion, the ecologists will identify native plants which cover the soil, could be easily cultivated, and which provide an extra yield for the farmers. For example, tea, as seen here. New sustainable combinations between traditional crops and rubber plantations are now subject to evaluation.
So we will compare the rubber monoculture production in relation to ecological cycles or ecosystem functions in general, the carbon cycle, the water cycle, also biodiversity, and compare it to this new suggested type of system.
A system which will be developed in close relation with the Chinese partners. This collaboration aims to develop a region-wide system that is in balance not only ecologically but also economically. And this might just be a blueprint for other rubber-producing regions in the tropics and subtropics.